I'm fed up with Earth. This very odd and unfamiliar feeling had been growing in my heart for months. An expanding internal list of all that's wrong in this world was weighing me down. The evening news with its never-ending pictures of war, decimating towns and villages, the haunted faces of children and older adults walking through the rubble of what was their lives, holding on to the very little that was left. And then came stories a little closer to home. A friend facing a returning cancer diagnosis for the third time. The onslaught of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Familiar and trusted faces walking away from their faith as if it was, a childhood tale they'd outgrown. Seemed to be so much pain, so much despair, so much anger, so much loss. And I was carrying a sadness and weariness I'd honestly never felt before. I needed an answer, and I found it. Yep, I should have known where to look. It's where I always find not only answers, but peace and truth and love and hope. Now, I don't know whether the Bible is significant in your life, but for me, when everything else in the world seems upside down, God's word is right side up. Well, some think of the Bible as a crutch, but to me, no, it's a love letter. It's a life-giving bridge from the brokenness of this world to the very heart of a good and faithful God. So I began a deep dive. And this is the first thing I read as I searched for answers. And I have to tell you the truth, it changed my heart. This is from Hebrews chapter 12, verses 2 through 3. And this is the Message version. Keep your eyes on Jesus, who both began and finished this race we're in. Study how he did it, because he never lost sight of where he was headed, that exhilarating finish in and with God. He could put up with anything along the way, the cross, shame, whatever. And now he's there, in the place of honor, right alongside God. Those words stood out as if on neon lights. He never lost sight of where he was headed. Jesus came from heaven and was willing to endure the greatest human suffering ever to make it possible for you and me to join him there forever. Heaven changes everything. So I began to dig deep. I wanted to remind myself of everything I already knew about heaven and find out all the things I'd missed. And I want to tell you here, right up front, this has been life-changing. If you and I begin to grasp a picture of the hope that's waiting for us in heaven, it will impact every single day we have here on earth.